Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. This is our last video until after the All-Star break. Yeah, it's crazy. NBA is almost over. Kind of sad, but it is what it is. So anyway, hopefully you guys had a pretty good day yesterday for Tuesday. Our lineup, I think it cashed in most double ups. I forgot what the score was, and then the day before we cashed in double ups as well. So just missing tourneys, but we excuse me, we are hitting in some double ups. So we'd love to have you guys come join us. As normal, $35 a month for FanDuel and $35 a month separately for DraftKings. So yeah, for the most part, really wasn't too shabby yesterday. Wasn't too many people that really messed with us. It was kind of a weird slate. Valanciunas went off for sure. Who else went off? Avery Bradley, of all people, had 50 points. So kind of a weird one yesterday. Just came up just a little short in tournaments, but still cashed and some double ups. So anyway, we have a monster slate today. So yeah, let's definitely get into it. As normal, a lot of injury news will happen throughout the day. So obviously, these are my projections for now, but anything can happen. So definitely, adjust, accordingly. So, yeah, let's get into it. Our first game, we have Brooklyn and Cleveland at 221, and Brooklyn only by 6 in this one. So could be a relatively, competitive game here. So we got Russell. I got him at 45. I think that's a solid spot for him, 5.3. I don't think anything higher. I mean, he might go off in GPPs, but I won't have too much exposure to him, but I still don't mind Russell. And I don't think his ownership will be too high. And Cleveland, I'm not too afraid of them. So I really don't mind Russell. I think 45 is about where he should get you. I got Clarkson at 28.5, 5.4 times value. Not too shabby there. I got Sexton at 27. He's really not looking too shabby. Brooklyn ranked 24th against the point guard. As you see here, 41, 37, 27, and 28. So still, like I said, this guy's taking quite a bit of shots here. So put him in there. He's scoring quite a bit. So really don't mind some Sexton. Like I said, really low ownership for him. Also don't mind Harris. I might have him a little high. Cleveland's not the worst team, but Carroll is coming back here. So I'm going to put him a little low. If you want to go GPP, maybe go Allen Crabbe. But there's so many other guys out there. I don't think you really need him. You see here, small forward. We have nobody that I'm looking at. I do like Larry Nance. I got him maybe a little high at 40. I still think he can get you 38 to 40 in this one. Even if Love is there, Larry Nance is still doing pretty good. Zizek may come back, but still I don't think that's going to affect him. 50, 40, and 44. These two games, Zizek was there, so as you see, it's not affecting him at all. So, yeah, hopefully Larry Nance continues what he's doing here. Started a little slow with Kevin Love, but still not in a bad spot. And this should be a pretty competitive game here against Brooklyn. So I do like Larry Nance. You can maybe go GPP with Love, but he's 7,000, so definitely hitting below what he should be getting at. I don't mind some Marquise Chris here. I got him at 5'6". Love's playing a little more, so that might hurt him. I might put him down around 19 maybe. But looks like he's being pretty consistent with his minutes here, around 22 to 24 minutes here. So if you need somebody cheap, power forward center, you can definitely look at Marquise Chris coming off the bench. Not going to play a lot of minutes, so hopefully he is ready to go. But don't mind him. And that is mostly it. Don't really have anybody else. So you can look at Chris in a couple. Really like Larry Nance and almost everything. And maybe a little bit of Colin Sexton. Nobody's going to have him, so I really don't mind him. And maybe one or two of Russell, because he has the potential of going off for 50 here tonight. So that's what I'm looking at there. Milwaukee and Indiana really don't have too much in this one. You can look at Giannis. I got him at 57, but he can easily go off for 60 to 62. Just a little bit slower matchup for him, but really don't mind Giannis if you want to go that way. Ownership should be really low on him. And that's really it. I don't mind Miles Turner, 25th DVP against Milwaukee. Dude's always not really high owned, and for the most part, he's doing pretty good. Like I said, I like him more on FanDuel because of his block upside and steals. As you see, it's monstrous. So rather have him over there, but low ownership, I think, on both sides. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm not really going to go into this game. Like I said, I think look at Turner and don't mind a little bit of Giannis and some GPP since he'll have low ownership. But besides that, I'm just not too into this one to 217. All right, moving on. Detroit and Boston. We got a 212 in Boston by 6. So I wouldn't be surprised if they sat out Irving here once again. Should play in the All-Star game. I don't know how much he's going to play, but I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they just sat him out. No reason to really play him against Detroit. Let him sit and kind of recover and, play maybe a day and then have, 4 or 5 days to relax. So if he plays, then obviously I'm going to change it up a little bit. But as of now, I have it as Irving's not going to play. We got Rozier at 32, just not really caring for him. I mean, maybe he goes off low ownership. I do like Gordon Hayward. I told you guys he should have a half-decent game, and he did without Irving. So if Irving is officially out, I'll probably put up Hayward for sure, up to about 27 to 28 in this one. Marcus Morris, another guy, should get you around 27 to 28. Power forward, you can look at Tatum. I got him at 32. Horford at 33. He went off as well. I don't know how many Boston guys I want here. We got Griffin at 45. I think that's where he's going to sit. Don't mind Drummond. Not many people will have him. I got him at 47. So definitely this game relies on Irving. If he sits, I'll have a couple shares of Hayward for sure, and maybe a little bit of Tatum and Al Horford. But for the most part, not too into that one here tonight. All right, Philly and New York. 225 in Philly by 9. So, like I said, I wouldn't be too surprised if maybe a couple teams rested some players here, let them have an extra day break since they're playing some bad teams. Maybe Embiid sits. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. It's only a 9 spread, so I do expect them to play. But anyway, you can look at Kadeem Allen. I'm really sketchy with him, though, because he's been on fire the last couple days for sure. I just don't know how much exposure I want to him because I feel like every time I pick a guy that's going off, he just sucks the next game. And especially since he's with the Knicks, I really can't trust him. I got him at 26. I just don't know how much I can really put him in there. If he burns me, he burns me. But like I said, with Fizdale, with his rotations, man, I just hate messing with the Knicks. So I just don't know how much Allen I can have in there. If you want to, take a shot with him, you can do it. He's been hot, but, it's the Knicks. That's mostly it there. We got Harris. I don't have him there. I'll probably have him about 34. And that one, I'm really not too into anybody. Maybe Knox, but oh shoot, yeah, there is somebody. I forgot. My bad. I am looking at Mitchell Robertson. I got him at 24-25 in this one. Dude's playing, not the biggest minutes, but he's being very productive with the minutes. And for the most part, Joel Embiid shouldn't be out there with him. And I really don't mind him. He's playing some pretty good ball here. 31, 26, 29, 27. And like I said, if you're putting him on FanDuel, that helps a little bit more. Probably getting you around 30 fantasy points. So 4,100, that's a steal for sure on DraftKings. That's probably the only guy I'm going to pick in this one. So that's where I'm going to go. I can even put up a little bit higher at 24.5. So Robertson for me in this one, and that's really it. Don't want to touch too many other guys. Even Fizdale even said he wants to get Robertson in there, so I am confident in Robertson's going to play his minutes. All right, Washington and Toronto in this one. Not too much going on. We got Lowry at 35. Don't know if Satoransky's going to play or not. His wife was supposed to give birth to their child. So even if he doesn't play, Randall, I hate you. I really do. You suck. Screwed me bad last time out, probably almost everybody else. But who knows? Watch, he'll go off for 40 tonight just because I won't have him. That's just how DFS is. Yeah, definitely salty on Randall. He screwed me for sure. And then we got Beal at 46. I'm not too into this game. Maybe some Parker. He screwed me as well. Yeah, I just don't have too much going on. I didn't have Green. I got him around 22. But for the most part, I'm not too into it. Ariza, he's been pretty good, solid the last couple games. You can look at Portis. I got him at 34. I still like him coming off the bench. Even in hard matchups, he does fine. So that's mostly it. Maybe a couple shares of Portis, and that's really it for me in this one. All right, Memphis and Chicago. We got a 203 in Chicago by 1. So big question mark in this one. Mike Conley and also Chris Dunn. Don't know if they're going to play or not. Like I said, Conley's a veteran. They may just rest him since Memphis kind of wants to lose and try and get a better, pick in the draft. So DeLon Wright, you can look at him again. I got him at 0 just for now because I don't know what's going on with Mike Conley. But obviously, if Conley's out, I don't mind some DeLon Wright. Might put him at 23, 24. Don't expect too much from the guy. Bradley, that's just crazy there for sure. If Conley's out, I do expect ownership with Bradley. I just, like I said, it was just one game and he shot like 20 times. So I don't think he's ever done that in his career. Maybe he has, but not often. So I don't know if I really want to mess with that. Dunn's out. I don't mind Zach LaVine. I know Memphis is a good defense, but like I said, they have all these random new guys in here. So Bradley may be on LaVine, but still don't mind LaVine. I got him at 38 in this one. I don't mind CJ Miles. Got him at 18. More of a FanDuel drop low score kind of a guy. We have that's mostly it for their power forward. I got Markkanen at 42. Maybe that's a little pushing it in a slower game. Might put him around 41. But he has been hot. Not too into Jackson or Rab in this one. And Valanciunas, pretty sure he's not going to play because they even said they want to limit him on back-to-back since he just came back. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to play in this one. But if for some reason he does, you can consider him since he's so cheap. But also, that brings me to Mr. Noah. As we know, he's not too bad, 42 and 23 in his last 2. Only played 18 minutes against San Antonio, but if Valanciunas is out, he's kind of the backup center, power forward kind of guy there. So I really don't mind maybe a little bit of Noah. He is risky, but for the most part, he's probably going to put his salary, get at least 5 times value. As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of his last 7 games, he's hit over 5 times value. 7 out of his last 8. So the dude's looking pretty solid. If you need someone really cheap for $4,000, only if Valanciunas is out, which I think he's going to be. So I really don't mind some Noah. Plus, facing his old team in Chicago, in Memphis, but against Chicago. So yeah, you could definitely put up Noah a little bit. I got him at 15 because I'm just not 100% sure with Valanciunas, but I'll definitely put in some Noah if Valanciunas is announced out. And I don't think many people will have him. Surprisingly, Robin Lopez, I didn't even know this, but this dude's been going off 20, 22, 25, and 24. I'm not going to put him in there. It's just crazy that Lopez came out of nowhere and playing and actually doing pretty good. So I just wanted to mention that Lopez randomly is going off and his price went down. So, Noah, depending on Valanciunas, that's mostly it. You can look at Wright, you can look at Bradley, but there's so much other guys out there. I don't need those guys here tonight. And also maybe a couple shares of LaVine if needed. All right, Houston and Minnesota. We got a 227 in Houston only by 3. So Wiggins game time decision. That definitely dictates who I want in on that Minnesota side. If Wiggins is out, definitely gotta play quite a bit of people in this one. I got CP3 at 41. I think that's a good spot. I don't think his ownership will be too crazy high. 38, 40, 49, 44. I like him. I really do. I think he's in a pretty good spot, especially against Minnesota. I do like some D Rose coming off the bench. Not too much. Won't be guarded too much by CP3. Definitely going to be Jeff Teague right there. And this dude just shoots monstrous off the bench. So I really like some Derrick Rose for sure. Don't mind Teague, but definitely would rather have some D Rose. Hopefully he plays in this one. He did play in the last game, but, I think it said he was probable to play. And like I said, depending on Wiggins, we'll see what we do with the rest of Minnesota. Got Josh Owogie, more of a FanDuel kind of a play for me. Let's see. Also, if Wiggins doesn't play, Luol Deng will have some ownership for sure, but had 28 points. first start since 2017, which is crazy. But yeah, really don't mind some Luol Deng only if Wiggins is out. And also gives you a cheap guy at 4,100. Ownership will be up there though for sure for sorry for Deng if Wiggins is out. We got Dario Saric at 24.5. You can put him in there. Had a pretty good game last time out, but this for me another one depending on Wiggins because Saric really depends on shooting. He likes to get some shots. Only had 11, but still, they already said that he's going to be in the starting lineup, so you can definitely look at him for sure. 3 out of his last 4, he's looking pretty solid. So you can definitely look at Dario. I don't mind him, but price shot up a little bit to 4,600, but still can easily get you about, I'll even put him up there around 25. So Sarge really not in a bad spot. And yes, the big guy, Karl Anthony Towns, he screwed a lot of people, and I was definitely included. We all thought he was going to destroy against the Clippers. Well, the dude got in foul trouble very, very early. So as you see, only played 27 minutes. If he had his extra 5-6 minutes, could have got you his 50 points. So, one bad game. Hopefully that hurts his ownership. I don't think it will because, as everybody knows, Houston struggles without Capella against centers. So hopefully Karl Anthony Towns can take advantage of that. I got him at 55, which I think is respectable for sure. So, yeah, like I said, it was one bad game, but, daily fantasy sports, if you hold a grudge against somebody, then, they're going to burn you the next time. Like I said, Randall may burn me because I am holding a grudge, but Towns for sure. I do like him. So I'm looking at Towns, Sarge, maybe in a couple one-offs, Luol Deng, depending on Wiggins. And I do like Rose even if Wiggins plays, and definitely like some CP3 for sure. So we're going to have a lot of exposure to that one here tonight. All right, Miami and Dallas. I'll be straight with you. I don't have anybody from this game. Not really going to go into it. Dion Waiters, he's starting again. I got him at 23.5. There's so many other good players out there, though. But you can look at him, but I just don't know if I really need Waiters. But if you need someone for 43, you can look at Waiters. But that's mostly it for me. Maybe Whiteside has a half-decent game. But for the most part, that's mostly all I'm looking at here. So not going to get into it, not playing it, so I'll just move on. Sacramento and Denver, we have a 230 and Denver by 8 in this one. So Gary Harris is out. Millsap should play. Don't know if he's going to come off the bench or not. Plumlee has been doing pretty good. Millsap did pretty good coming off the bench, so maybe they'll just keep that going. We'll have to see. I'm going to put Plumlee around 27 just for now. I don't think we'll get any word, but if you get word he's starting, I still don't mind him. Anyway, moving on to the point guard area, we got Fox. I left him at 35. Jamal Murray, 33. Beasley at 25. I got Monte Morris at 27. And I don't think too many people are going to have the dude. Like I said, Harris is out. Morris coming off the bench. Second unit here against Sacramento, I really don't mind. As you see, the dude's been a beast. Obviously, Murray was out for a couple of these, even with Murray coming back, still playing around 28 minutes. Had a bad one against Philly. But besides that, I really do like Morris, 34 and 34. So 2 out of his last 3 games, even with Murray back, he's still doing pretty good. Shooting's still pretty good. So, yeah, I do like Morris. Hopefully not many people have him because I think he can definitely do some work against Sacramento here tonight. That's mostly it for that area. Small forward. Bogdanovich has been hot. That's up to you if you want to go that way, though. That's mostly it for me. I'm going to put Plumlee a little lower. Sorry, guys. Some of these projections that they have are from them because they update it. I do all my projections a little earlier than they update and kind of mess with some stuff, so I have to change it. So, yeah, like I said, they got Willie Cauley. Like, that's a little high for me. Maybe 27, 26, but that's what I'm looking at. So, for me, Monte Morris, and that's probably it in this one. Don't mind Jokic. Like I said, depending on Plumlee, if he's starting or not, maybe go that way as well. All right, Golden State, Portland. So this one's interesting to me, and I'm banking on this game. If I'm wrong, then I'm screwed. So anyway, we got Golden State, Portland, a 233.5, and Golden State by 4. So as you all know, Cousins is out. And, obviously Cousins is helping out Golden State quite a bit, but fantasy-wise, it sucks. Curry's not doing too good. Kevin Durant's off, quite a bit. So Cousins is out. So if you go back when Cousins was out, Curry and Kevin Durant, both of their usages skyrocket about 6 to 8% for sure is what I saw. So I got Curry at 50. Like I said, I'm banking on Golden State in this one. He had 49. I know he really hasn't been doing too much recently, but like I said, Cousins is out. So that's an extra 10 to 12 shots available, in a fast-paced game here against Portland, and this should be a pretty good game here in Portland. So I'm banking on Curry. 50 may be a little high, but I hope he goes off. I really like him. Also like some Damian Lillard. The dude's been hot as well, 47.5. Like I said, I'm banking on both of those guys. I got Clay at 36. I'm a little worried about his finger. He said he's going to play, so hopefully he plays. This is non-shooting ring finger, as you see there. So, but still, he had 33 points. That's because he played a couple less minutes because he was in the locker room. If not, he would have got 36 to 38. So, I like Klay Thompson here. Still very cheap at $6,500. Another guy like Andre Iguodala, if he plays here tonight. As you see, left hamstring. So hopefully they play him here. Steve Kerr may rest him here on the back-to-back. But as of now, I really like Iguodala. No one's going to have Iguodala, but for the most part, this dude's been pretty consistent. Another guy hitting over 5 times value in almost every game. Usage isn't really there, but he's an all-around guy. Shoots about 4 or 5 times, but I like him. Even if he gets me 24, 25, I'll take it. 23 is 6.1 times value, and I need some really cheap guys to stack up some big boys. So, I really like Iguodala in this one. If he's announced out, that's going to suck, but hopefully he plays in this one. I got Kevin Durant at 48.5. Maybe he can go a little higher to 50. I really don't mind Kevin Durant. Like I said, his usage definitely skyrockets as well when Cousins is out. I got Draymond at 33. I might put him up a little higher at 33.5. Another one of those guys getting affected by Cousins with a couple less rebounds and a couple less shots as well. As you see, not shooting too much. Even when he was back, didn't shoot too much. I mean, when he wasn't there. But, like I said, they're going to have to pick up the slack, and I think he gets a couple more rebounds here in this one. So I got him around 33.5, which I think is definitely easy for him. Another guy you can look at is Kevon Looney. As we know, when Cousins was out, he was starting for him and didn't look too bad. I don't know how Kerr's going to use him. Is he going to use him as normal, 18 to 20 minutes here? We'll have to see in this one, but you can definitely look at him. More of a FanDuel drop low score. And another guy that's a GPP for sure, but could make or break this slate is Juraj Nurkic. Last 2 times against Portland, I think he had 45 and 47 or 47 and 47, one of the two. So he definitely kills Golden State, and Kevon Looney's not really going to stop him. The only big thing is the last couple games foul trouble. 6 fouls in his last last 2 games, 6 fouls each. As you see, that's limiting his minutes, 21 and 29. But if the dude stays out of foul trouble, he's easily going to get you 40+. So GPP for sure with Nurkic, but easy. I mean, not an easy matchup, but in a good matchup, he's shown in the past he can dominate Golden State. And like I said, right now I got him a little low at 39, just because he's not really fitting into my lineup. But maybe some news will come out, and I'll put him in there. As you see, Fantasy Cruncher has him at 44. So, I might put him up even a little higher at 41.5. Like I said, foul trouble with him, but has a very, very easy matchup here against Golden State. So, this is going to be my game for sure. Like I said, Golden State Warriors, a lot of these guys are cheap right now because of the Boogie coming here. So, and hurting their fantasy values a little bit. So Cousins is out. You better take advantage of it because he's not going to be out too long just because of rest. So fire up some Golden State Warriors here tonight. All right, we have Phoenix and LA. We have a 229 and LA by 8, which I think is a little low, 229. Could go a little higher. We'll have to see. Another one I don't mind. I got Booker at 43 in this one. Lou Williams at 37. Could easily go off for 40, so I don't mind a little bit of him. Shooting guard, we have Mikal Bridges. I got him at 27. The dude's been pretty consistent, and Clippers don't play too much defense. And like I said, he's been doing pretty good. So don't mind some Mikal Bridges here in this one. Another guy I totally forgot to mention is Landry Shamet. Phoenix ranked 30th against his position, 28 and 26 in his last 2. Clippers are actually playing this guy pretty good, so I don't mind him. Kind of an all-around player, 17 and 15 points in his last 2 games. I do expect his ownership to be up a little bit, but like I said, he's been playing some pretty good ball, so I don't mind some Landry Shamet in this one. Also, don't mind Josh Jackson. I got him at 33. For the most part, he's been hitting over my projected 33 points, and I think 5 out of his last 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of his last 6, he's hit over 33 points. So the dude's shooting monstrous, even with Booker there. As we know, LA's not the best against the bigs. He will probably be at power forward in this one. So really don't mind some Josh Jackson in this one. Power forward. Harrell, he's been looking half decent, still way too expensive for me, though, to put him in there. And then center, you can look at Ayton if you want to. I just think there's better options out there. He definitely could go off, but he is kind of risky the last couple games. So that's kind of what I am looking at. A lot of plays out there here tonight. So as normal, a lot of injuries to look at, but should be a monster high scoring slate. So definitely stars and scrubs for me in this one tonight. So that is it, guys. This is going to be the last video until next Thursday, which is about, what, a week and 1 day from now. So that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoy all the all-star activities, skills challenge, dunk contest, and all that stuff. And as normal, we'd love to have you guys come join us, $35 a month separately for FanDuel and Draftkings. And, join us for the back end of the NBA season. So, yeah, that is it. As normal, if you like the video, please leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. And like I said, enjoy the All-Star break, and we'll see you guys here next Thursday.